Alright. Let's watch Leech being first.
One. Oh, you wanna hear this?
Not much prop.
Stop.
Okay, so first thing. With them having such a spam heavy comp, we can't play in that tight corridor. We need to play to the Ash's strength, play out a little bit more in the open. That's why we call to go to point. Bad shield. Block. Fine. Yeah, you just survived the best you could. Only difference I'd say is when you use slow. You threw slow at the very start of the fight, when in retrospect, hindsight, probably just should have used it when they were pushing instead of throwing it right off the rip. But shielding a little far forward. I like the slow there. Block, yeah, block. Too early on that. He's all. Oh. Survive a little bit longer when we get nano, he might have been able to turn that. I think overall it was just a comp diff of DPS, not necessarily of the tank. I think for the most part you played fine there. You just need to remember to be wary of where your supports are. This happens all the time where you try to go in and something's not ready. Like, it's okay to push forward when we're not entirely ready and like prep, but like you can't int. Or at least that's what you're doing. It's just you're almost inting. Just going in too deep.
I know. Stand behind me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective. Let's put them on the spot.
Constructing my teleport.
Don't. It's fine.
Let them up.
So, I remember you saying this while we were playing. You can't, especially after first fight, you can't rely on you having shatter advantage with the new change. Well, the change to every hero getting the 25% ult to swap, right? Like counter swapping on Koth after first point is worth, especially because of that. Like he beat you in shatter time because he was probably already at 25%. When he switched over from, what was he running, JQ? That it just, transferred over and he's not gonna neck with you the entire time. I don't want to see this TP.
Reality bends to my will.
Sorry, I don't know why I was playing so fast. My bad. Overrun.
Reality bends to my will.
I wouldn't have gone for the pin there. Like, might as well just stay closer to your team a little bit, but that was a good play from their sim to TP in our backline.
What's next? I can keep you safe.
Constructing my teleporter.
Shatter. So let's rewatch that. I'll watch from a different point though. So we beat, keep wall up, you push past, they get a good wall on you. Yeah, I think it's just lamp usage was bad there. Not bad, just they just played it pretty well. That's all. They walled, they amped early. We're going to the last round.
Our enemies have the upper hand for now.
Big axe swing. Pull in, pull in. There you go. Let's go.
Fight here and fight hard.
Good attempt on a knife. Queen out there. Oh, he was so one.
What's up?
Oh, we okay. Come on.
Somebody wants the death penalty. What?
Good knife.
I'm getting back in there. Hey. I need you, Gracie. Come on back, Gracie. Oh, I wanted a scar. You only lose. G'day. I need a knife. Time for the reckoning.
Yeah, we almost had that too. Yeah, it does feel like that map was just comp diff. Just in its entirety. So let's go over to Gibraltar.
Arriving at reach point, Gibraltar.
And it's not like he played the character thing. I think it was just we either needed to swap to something different or swap to more suit the tank that we were playing. Yeah, I think it just boils down to that, quite frankly. Like, everything else looked pretty clean. The JQ looked fine. The RAM, for the most part, looked fine. The Rhine was alright. But, I mean, other than that, it's just didn't feel like we were enabling our tank as much as we really should be, and relying on that a little bit more, that the tank is just such a vital piece to any comp now.
Has reached maximum speed.
Shielded way too early. Broke. Got a buff arm. Nope, just keep playing cards for them. That's unlucky. Yeah, just keep diving the tree and the soldier, honestly. Good minefield. Good.
I'm under attack.
Got it, going for the slam there. Big nade. Go for the slam there as well. Nice knock.
Never die.
Probably didn't need mines, but alright, we swap after this. Boop. Poke up the diva. Gotta go push over here. Void the shield. Good slam. Good. I want to re-see that because I don't really like how you did that. One, we go in with... Okay, never mind. This is after bomb. DM's a little early. Again, when we're playing D.Va, we definitely want to use DM for the bigger cooldown. So, like, Helix, Rocket, Nade, Sleep, Micro Missiles from D.Va. That's when we want to use it the most if we can. Yes, there's going to be times where you're going to need to eat poke a little bit, like, sporadically, but for the most part, you got to let your mech take a lot of the damage. Go. Nope, 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 nope. You peel for that much earlier. As soon as the D.Va goes in, you follow her and peel for your backline. If you can, because like they're setting the tempo, they're trying to push forward, they're aggressing with ults. If we can, we need to try and kite back a little bit, soft reset, peel, and then go back in, right? We didn't do that, we just let Spark die. That on that. Behind, stop right up there, you go. A little slow on the reaction time, but better late than never. Lucky landed in the siege. Oh, Lord. Okay. Overall pretty good. DM usage was alright, but some small things. As for ball, I think shield management is you're using it to... Sorry, couldn't hear over that. So, when you're playing ball, one of the biggest indicators of a good ball is their shield usage. It doesn't matter really as much. I mean, it does, but like if you know tech, yeah, that's great. That's definitely going to help you and everything. But shield management is kind of a big thing. And when I say by shield management, I mean you just have a tendency to do what most ball players do, and as soon as they go in and they have shields available, they shield and go in at the same time, right? Like you're getting a big shield, and everything like that. That's fine, but what happens in those 15 seconds that you don't have shield? Right? Are you taking a lot of poke? Are you getting picked? Are you forcing big cooldowns? Whatever, right? Holding shield for longer and not using it as soon as you go in allows you to draw out those big cooldowns, allows you to draw out that nade, allows you to draw out that sleep, the helix, rocket, whatever, and as soon as that kind of stuff comes out, that's when you use shields to be able to get out. Instead of using it at the start, they burn through those shields quick enough, and then they eventually get the pick off on you, right? Shields should be used to stay in longer or to help you get out further, not to avoid any of the damage that they're initially going to throw at you from the start, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So obviously there's the big things like for ball, like make sure you're coordinating with your DPS and going in with them. It seemed like we were doing that a little bit for ball and D.Va, but the big thing at the moment for ball is just the shield management. Like when we go in, don't try to use it off the rip, right? We want to try to draw those big cooldowns out first. And then we'll try to get a little bit of this D.Va gameplay and see what we can work with.
I wouldn't mind.
still feel that final blow from yesterday's train.
Oh, come on. I didn't hit you that hard.
If that is the case, our enemies have much to fear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Good God.
Behind you. Forward barrier activated. I'm under attack. Nothing gets past me. Nothing gets past me.
So if you wanted here, since we have the brig, we have a lot more peel for our backline, and in theory, our backline should be a lot more survivable now, right? If you wanted to play cart here, I wouldn't hate it. However, there's, yeah, maybe actually I'm fine with this just giving us this much space. Never mind. Good mech.
Initiating defense matrix. Forward barrier
So, there's going to be the question of how to use DM with a comp like this. There could possibly, I don't know. So, like I said, against the other comp, what the things you would be eating in that comp were Helix Rocket, Nade, Sleep, micro missiles, that kind of stuff, right? And this one, it definitely is going to be, should be used a little bit more for peel, as well as like the tracer clip that you can do, like in between shots is when you shoot her, but when she's shooting you, you can DM a little bit of it and then keep shooting her. Suzu from Kiri, and then like I said, just peeling for the backline and micro missiles. Stayed up there a little bit too long. A little bit too deep. Yeah, just too deep in general on that Kiri. Like, if you want to fly at her for a second, possibly, you know, make her use Suzu or Step or something like that, that's fine. But, like, still come back, because you being in that deep, it's going to force the cooldown, but it's also going to put you in a bad position like it just did. What was I going to say? There's something else I wanted to say. When you go on the Kiri, just make sure somebody's following up with you. We already had Genji dead, and not a lot of follow-up to go with it. I understand you were trying to make a play for the backline to do something like that, but that's not how we should be looking for a trade, right? And I'll give an example, and this really should be kind of cased for everyone. This is the big area we're holding, right? We say how we should be taking these fights and looking for the trade is by soft resetting, right? So they get to pick, right? Then we start to soft reset. Let's say we're holding like this and server, right? Once they get the pick, then we can start coming back to here on this high ground, even just like on the low ground where we are now, and that's where we look for the pick. We're baiting them in because they're still, most of the time, going to try to have one person on car, or somebody's going to go back and get car, or not everyone's going to push up, right? That's when we collapse on someone and we get the trade back, right? That's in order to get the trade to keep going in, we need to either use ults or we need to soft reset and look to punish them for chasing. That's how we get the trade back, not going in deeper. shit, sorry, what am I doing? I don't know why I did that.
이것만 Rally to me. Apagando las luces. Neutralizing projectile.
Great DM, good DM. Not on the diva, not on the diva. Like, we're not going to be able to burn down her mech that quick. Especially with the Kasune up. Like, we need to look at something else, try to force something else. So close.
I can still reach you.
That was pretty good, that was alright. Ooh.
60 seconds in. Hi.
Yep, reset on the Ana. Unnecessary DM. Using mech to reset. Oh, that's why. Again, I think it's that thing where we're just too deep. So let's. Okay, it's one, as soon as the Sombra TPs, we need to cancel boosters and start backing up. Like, it's not necessarily a pick, because it's only going to last a few seconds, but doing that is enough to give us a man up, right, in this fight. So, like, you forced her, and then we kept going a little bit. You get pulled in, Sombra gets the hack off. Yeah, so... not committing all the way. One, we're out of our Ana's LOS, can't do anything to help you. Two, going in that deep, you just need to try to reset towards us a little bit more.
Time for the reckoning. Minute. I'm not giving up.
I think normally in a game when we have all of our DPS, this map looks a little different. We probably have probably Spark and Happy in. Happy plays the hit scan. Spark is doing the flexing a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that was a really good first point hold. Really good. So, I mean, I can't really say too much else besides that. So, what it is. Prof, that's kind of everything for you. Like I said, the big things were DM usage for D.Va and going in too deep. There's twice off the top of my head that I know of you going in too deep, and ending up costing you your life. Actually, it might have been 3 times. No. Yeah. 3 times. No, 2 times. 2 times. My bad. Of you just going in too deep. Otherwise, just knowing how to use your DM against the team and peeling for your back line a lot more, which you did not. You do tend to peel for your front line at least, but just the back line is where we were struggling, especially when we were running that Merciana. So, other than that, that's all I got for you. Thank you. On to Dusk. Held DM too long. Didn't need it there. Body block. Body block. Go for the reset. Well, that's weird. Alright.
I'm not giving up. Mobilizing.
Could eat. Holding it way too long. Like, you want to try to use DM to the point where you're eating and then eating to cover, right? Like you're eating so you can get behind a corner. Although a lot of your DM usage should be for big cooldowns. If you are needing to use it for poke or even the bigger cooldown, like I said, the bigger cooldowns that they're throwing at you, it's still to try and get around the corner for a minute so you can breathe, get a little bit of the DM back, then go back. Flying out. No. I even threw you a pack. Probably just should have gone for the reset there instead of trying to get mech that way.
They're counting on me.
Looking at your supports, not going in deep, healing. They just use a fat alt with an anti. Okay. There's the end of the map. Yeah, let's look at Oasis. I don't really feel like looking around.
Welcome to Oasis. 1.
Forward, my friends! Stand behind me, friends!
What a pin. One thing that you did, I don't think you needed to switch corners before we lamped. That's the one I'm talking about. I think you could have just stayed on the corner that we were on and you would have been fine. But think that's just more of a sense of restlessness than anything. But we have Shatter. It's free pretty much. So. Oh god. 5-man fucking GQ ult.
What's next? I will keep you safe.
Good thing to help.
Barrier activated.
Nope, is this a fire strike? Yep. Pop. I don't know why you pinned in there, I don't like it. Free shatter.
I will keep you safe. Bad guys, take them out. Shield activated.
Good pin. I think that's the round. Yeah.
Ready.
So the big thing with this comp, like I said, we can play this comp into dive and it looks really good. We can play this into brawl and it'll still look really good. This is more of a team-wide thing than more of an individual thing. Because they have the Lucio speed on us, our backline has to keep a distance and our front line needs to dive on them as they're closing the distance, right? So normally how we play this against a dive is we play in here because, at least from the times that we have played this map, have played this comp on it, it's usually because they're mirroring a dive and their dive is not as brawly as ours is when it comes to playing in here, right? So if we can, since they have a more brawly dive, we cannot play in here. We need to play out in the open. Our backline needs to play further away. That was kind of the mistake that we made when coming into this. How we should be playing is let them take that, and we just play stairs, okay? Play far enough back for stairs. Like, if you're playing right here, you can see both ways where they're coming through if they come out that way. If they come out this way, we just kite back more while our front line dives in, right? They come this way, same thing. Tusk, you should try to be holding this door and this door if you can. If we want to still get close for this to scout them out, oh shit, they're on a brawl, then we back up, right? We can either back up to this door or the other door on point. Either one is fine. But I'd probably say watching this door is going to be a little bit better, just because if you watch this door, we can call it out, you jump over, you still have this corner to play, compared to here. If you jump out this way, they're still close enough that they can close the gap. I mean, kind of same for that, but or this corner, you know what I mean? So like I said, the comp works. It works against Brawl for this purpose. It's just that our backline needs to play much more further back. Yep, you're being the bodyguard at the door.
I will speak to you in the language you understand. Violence. Your miscalculations will cost you everything.
So that would have been an amazing hold. One, you're already at 72, and we just cut the point. Like, we don't have to keep staying in here. We can keep cutting out this way. If we played like where you were right here, instead of going up to that first choke, we could have tased, start backing. We leap out, right? We have this entire high ground that we can use. Yeah. The comp is almost against the Brawl is almost reactionary to how we play it, but reactionary in a sense of their rotations. That's what we need to be reacting to. Not them using ults first, not them going first. Well, yes, in terms of things. Well, not really. In terms of actually starting a fight, like, we should still be enacting that. We can't be that passive for it. Bubble. A little bit late on bubble. Make sure you charge up that shot. Release it right before you land, and then do the melee combo. Get out. We didn't have to go in there. We shouldn't have gone in. Should have either gotten healed up by Ana and gone in, or just waited. Okay, one big cooldown out. Playing a little slow here, need to go in. Kinda in no man's land. Bad bubble. 2. Touch. Unlucky. Again, the comp works, it works against Brawl. It's a for sure thing, we just need to play at a distance when we do. Otherwise, you did not sync up with Spark whatsoever on this map. Like, there's not one consistent dive where the two of you were going in. So, another big issue there.
I'm here to support you, but you have... Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right then, sojourn en route.
Just watch. Be careful of the boot. Lucio, I don't know. Oh, that's why you're blocking so much. Ariana had to drop. That's right. I forgot. Blocking, blocking, blocking. Dying on point there. Like, that's just that.
Hey. Hello.
My ultimate is charged. Lost for a war. My resolve hardens. We will take this area together. Your miscalculation will cost you everything.
It's go time.
Watch that.
My resolve hardens.
So as we switch to the May, we really should have taken that high ground and tried for it again, since the original issue of why we weren't taking high ground is because they have the May, we do not. Then we should have taken it at that point.
We will take this area together. Your miscalculation will cost you everything.
Start one down.
It's go time.
Again, we're already down one. This is something that we need to do as a team. That when we're down one, we need to try and bait them into coming at us or just resetting altogether. Soft resetting so that we bait them in. So like choose a place where we can go almost like beforehand so that when they do push into us, we can trap them in, right? Because not all of them are going to follow up, all 5 of them. Or there, you know, someone's going to be staying on point or car for some maps, that kind of thing, right? Like, need to try and bait them back, not just go in like that. However, they kept rushing into us as we were already there, so it's what it is.
Hello. Greetings. Locked by the dragon.
Throw this low, throw this low. I didn't like going to this high ground. Alright. Yeah, that one did feel a little bit of like a comp diff. So unlucky, but I mean that's what it is on that last round. I think the other 2 rounds, I mean one we did win with the Rhine. The other one, winnable, we just need to play it differently. That's all I really have. I'm going to jump into Spark on Jib next, and then after that, before that I'm going to do something. On this map in particular, I mean, I think for the other 2 points, we run what we ran tonight. This one in particular, I think we can either mix it up with either a JQ or a Ram. I think the Ash here is still better, just because of these sight lines, especially if they're holding high. Like, so or Hanzo maybe not Ash. But again, even then, the Ash I think is still fine here, just because of this long sight line. If they commit to you, you're gonna have coach. You're still gonna be a mile away from them by the time they fully commit to you. I think we can still run the May. If we're running Queen, probably Lucio Kiri with that, not an Ana, especially because like we lost that first fight specifically after we got picks. We had the positioning and everything that if we would have had a Kiri would have been able to step up to the high ground and we would have been fine, or wall climb, so maybe not the Ana on this point. Lucio, I think, still staple for this Koth map in general, besides the one. So yeah, maybe we just commit to Queen here. I still think Ram is fine. But maybe with a Hanzo Tracer, maybe with Hanzo May, like what we're running now. I think there's a variety of different things we can run, but I think mainly we can either do JQ or Ram. Just need to prioritize that high ground. Oh, shit. Again, I don't. We've had success with it. That's why we've been running it, and I think it'll still be fine. Again, the team we're playing, I don't think will cause us too much trouble this week. But Winston is just better for that map because of that middle drum, because of that high ground. There are chokes that we can still clog up with the Winston, and as long as we play the comp right, it should be fine. Like, there's long enough sight lines that the Ash on a Brig will be fine. If they try to push us, we just need to be far enough away that we can use CDs until our front line trades. So that's, again, that was a note that I was going to make with it, that when we play that comp, we need to, against Brawl, we need to be playing at a distance instead of how we were playing within that closed area. And obviously, again, like I said, the Tracer and the Winston need to sync up a lot more. Just Queen for that map is And think of it more of a swaps thing, right? If out of 3 of these maps, one comp that we've been running the most on City Center has been the Winston so far, with the backline that we ran tonight. University is going to be Rhine, and how we've been at least splitting up the hero pool wise with tanks is that Tuss plays Monkey Rhine, and this last map either of you can play Ramatra. It's just the JQ part is just more of you than Tusk, right? And that's simple fact that you have more time on JQ than he does. But I mean, it's that City Center map that we've practiced the Winston comp on, and again, most of the time when we've played that comp, we've run into dive. However, now that we've ran into the Brawl, we know how to play against it. Or at least we should know how to play against it, especially after I make the note and post it. So give me 2 seconds to actually post that note. I mean, I agree for most of that. I just think that it's on Junkertown. The fact that it can be a good sig map for us. But I don't know. I think once we'll try it out again tomorrow with I don't know, one of you. I don't know if we want to try with the sig or something else. But maybe we'll see what it looks like with you in on Junkertown and see how well that goes. But yeah, I mean, I agree. At least for Gibraltar, we'll have you in for this week. The Koth maps, yeah, definitely just seem a little bit more suited to Tusk than it does you. And then Kings, obviously, is just it's either he's going to be playing Ram or he's going to play Ryan. So. Okay. So that was the end of that one. Gonna go back. GG. Alright, Spark. We will watch this last one for you.
Attackers incoming. On your toes and ready to go. Sustaining augmentation. On the move. Amplifying your power.
Good pick. Good kill.
Payload secured. Let's move.
Enemy lost. Repairing internal circuitry.
Into them in.
Some death for me. Yeah, brother, you're doing really well right now. Beam. You beam him. You beam the ball. He absolutely could have finished it quick.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Cassidy. I like this. Latching on.
Good.
The payload has reached the check. Redeploying.
So far, it looks good, man. Nothing wrong with the Echo at the moment.
I like this.
Maybe it's later on that you're saying that you had issues. I don't know.
Gaining altitude. Hey there. Hi. I'm under attack.
Oh, so close.
The payload mover. Advancing upward.
Good stickies.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Diva.
You chase that, you chase that, you chase that. Could have gone in deeper onto that. He was already half.
Recover from that. I see your capability.
I like this. Hold on to that.
I'm here to support. Improving your life.
Thanks for the upgrade.
Turret, turret. Good. Good.
Deine Pflicht ist nicht getan. Komm her, Toki.
I have a lot to think about. Concentrating fire. Enemy turret protected. Enemy turret destroyed.
Pick that top left angle. Like we're just if we're waiting and well, we're waiting for me. I don't know. You won't have a pocket. Soldiers up on the high ground.
Get in there. Adaptive circuits engaged. Diva.
Heroes never die.
Perfect.
I like this. Convene at the payload. Engaging thrusters.
I'm the last one you'll ever cross. Just point me in the right direction. Nerf this.
Okay. Something I really hate, and I don't know if it's. I don't remember who I was watching when I saw this. If it was you, Studio, or Happy, when you guys play, one of you plays Ash, you constantly hip fire. I think it was you. Stop hip firing, please, for the love of God. You're gonna do so much more damage if you just aim down sights.
Get it moving. Bracing shield.
That's fine. Hip firing there, fine. Out of mag, you big dynamite here.
Gonna blow.
Big dynamite.
No sweat off my brow.
Coach up. Good. Yeah, I think we just stayed on the Echo way too long here. Ash kind of just fucked.
I ain't a quitter. Get in there. Count 'em up.
shots. Nice. Very good. Good round. Again, yeah, just needed to swap off the Echo, I think, a little bit sooner, and onto something more survivable for a backline.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
I still feel that final blow from yesterday's trade.
Oh, come on. Isn't it just that hard?
If that is the case, our enemies have much to
4,
fear.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the bleeding.
Wanna make it out of this?
Nice shot.
Do what I say. Forward barrier activated.
Dynamite that top bridge. Dynamite that top bridge. Steve is there, might as well. Right. Again, hip firing. Just causing you to be out of the fight a lot more and still do less damage. Because you're having to reload constantly. Shouldn't have dropped that quick. Yep. Definitely shouldn't have dropped that quick. Either look to take that high ground instead or wait until your diva drops first. I think you could have stuck with the Ash.
Save the world.
Definitely should have stuck with the Ash. She's, I think she's, what? No.
Apagando las luces. Ready to take some punishment.
Good then. Good eye on point. Didn't really need a recall there, could have saved it. But I mean, it's not gonna matter, you have it back up and yep. I probably would have waited. Sorry. I would have waited instead of doing the clip onto the JQ, wait for a backline to come out. Cause like, I mean, where's a Kiri gonna step if, you know, if you're doing that? She's just gonna throw Suzu out, that's it. Which, easy fight win if we force Suzu out like that. Oh my word, you almost had that. Would have been fucking disgusting. Probably would have won us this map, for sure. Kill. Yeah, you chase that down. You chase that down and kill him. Or not. Didn't need pulse there. I mean, obviously you got the kill without it, but I wouldn't have pulsed that either way. It's not that we had bad spawns. That yeah, no, not the best. Yeah, unlucky. Guts got caught in a bad space for too long. When you were shooting that Sombra, you probably could have committed a little bit further in on her so that you could get heals.
And she's back in the game.
I don't really like you playing this high ground. One, the fight's never really going to happen up here unless they force it to. Which they shouldn't really want to. Well, I mean, yes, they do want to, but, like, you don't need to. They can just play cart and have us be forced down, right? And second, fuck, let me just reset. One, you do not need to be playing up here. You need to be either in the back line, you need to be poking them from the side, forcing resources, that kind of thing. Playing up here doesn't do you anything. Poking from across the way, across to the other bridge, isn't going to get you anything. Not going to get you anywhere. Like, to be fair, you've been dipping the shit out of this tracer. Pulse, good. Good. Good stuff. Yep, I'm fine with you playing this high ground. Especially at other studios here. Yeah, that was both rounds. Okay, so that's all I really have. I mean, unless you wanted me to go over one of the other points. What time is it? Yeah, I'm not really sure if you wanted me to go over any of the other points. I don't have Junkertown. I would have if I had it, but sadly we do not. Jib felt very winnable. No, I mean that. Yes, it was technically, I guess, a draw, but definitely felt winnable. Definitely felt like we probably would have had that in the bag, especially after a second go on first point. I thought your Tracer looked fine. I thought the Echo looked fine. Again, I think we just stay on things way too long when we really shouldn't. And if we speak up about it and say it or just swap, just make sure it's a good swap. Just, you know, not something stupid like what you did off the Echo to the Ashe. That's what we want. Not off the Echo to fucking, I don't know, Junkrat or Bastion, whatever, right? You know, we're not doing the silly heroes because I feel like that's just a pub stomper. That it's just, oh yeah, silly hero because silly heroes, haha, and I can fuck up your team because it causes havoc. Yeah, otherwise Jib did, I thought, felt pretty good for you. Not gonna lie. Like, your Ashe looked good, Echo looked good. We just held on to the Echo that last point for too long. The tracer after first point was a little off. I mean, all through second, obviously, it was just that one big fight, and that prolonged it way too long for them to cap. You did the right thing in playing car and trying to mark their tracer. It's just that we were already losing people, we were already down people, so either you needed to fall back all the way and get out, or win your duel and then keep contesting cards so that we get another fight after that. But I did like that you were contesting car, or at least attempting to. But for the most part, you were kind of fucking on their tracer for, I'd say, a good 80% of that map. Third point, again, you do not need to prioritize high ground. That's going to be support, Diva, and Genji's job, not yours. And you're not going to do as much compared to being on the low ground, spy checking, killing, poking, forcing resources. Again, don't really feel like looking over King's Row. Oasis. Yeah, I'm just kind of done for now. So go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. I will answer them best I can. So that's all. Thanks.